got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a step on, spin move, and zone, go. From the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off, and go.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Indianapolis Colts. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
First carry down for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
At the 24-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
In punt formation.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. The contact on that run came pretty early. Nice job just to push forward and get some extra yardage. Good game.
It certainly was, because the initial contact did not signal the end of the play. His mind, his body, his legs said keep turning forward, and he gained more yardage.
And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Michael Badgley.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7, Colts 0.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's going to let it go again. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
A gain of 45 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Colts, nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. Rico Gafford, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball. Couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Intercepted by the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have the Bears' 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Rico Gafford, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
The kick is
and he knocks it through.
Makes the score Bears 21, Colts 14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
12 yards there and a 1st down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Burns. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Chicago.
Rico Gafford with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Bears 28, Colts 14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Back to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Bears 1st down.
They're going to look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
So pick up at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
1st and goal.
Didn't quite get the touchdown, but now they're really knocking on the door.
And if you're the play caller, now you're thinking to yourself, what is your sequence? Because you're not just thinking one play here just in case.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down as the Bears push further out in front. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Colts 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on him.
And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
At the Colts 40-yard line.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And now here is another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Over the middle, complete. It's Burns. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, Chicago.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
On the play.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1st and goal.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Chicago.
It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the night. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
This complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now back to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 10.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Their own 4-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Oh, going for Jefferson down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Chicago.
Chicago.
Justin Jefferson, 81 yards. And the Bears add on. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw here. They still can't get it. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the...
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Under 10, under 10, 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
On the play. First down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Flushed out right. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
Complete.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a loss of 2 yards. brings up 4th down.
Back to throw again. And it is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Forced out to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the second.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
By the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10. At their own 16.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
Colts 21.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, it's a win that was long overdue as they move to 1-6 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody.